What is up, Obscure Tech folks? It's Bart coming at you today with something fun. You remember these Kodak cams like the 2000s, 2009, 10, 11? You had these eye flips and you had all these like little pocket cameras. Kind of before phones were really that good with cameras. Like this was the Bridge. This was the Segway, were devices like this. And this is the Kodak Zi10. It's a full 1080p camera. Look at that. That's fun. It's got a YouTube button on it. It's got a YouTube button on it to share. See, it says share. Let me show you this thing. I got it really cheap on eBay just for fun because stuff like this is fun. Let's take a look at it and we'll test it and play with it and do all the cool stuff. So obviously like mine's going to be kind of scratchy and stuff, but here's the front of the camera. Not the greatest looking thing, but HD. Digital image stabilization, that DIS there. You take off the front cover and there is a battery, and mine does not last very long. So if you buy one of these and you want to use it a lot, you might want to replace that battery. On the side, you've got a power button and an SD card slot. That SD card slot is for a full-size SD card. You got a 1/4-20 threading on the bottom so you can mount this sucker. You got an audio video out on the side. You also have a mini HDMI port. You got your micro USB charging, and you can release, which mine's not in the best shape, you can release the USB and transfer photos and stuff like that. But mine's a little limp biscuit. Yeah! You also have a portrait and macro button on top, so close in shots you can go macro with the slide of a switch. And you've got a headphone jack / microphone input, and this does take a TRS connection, not a TRRS like a smartphone would, but a regular headphone jack or microphone input, which you can change in these settings. So here's the settings. You got video resolution. You can go old school 720 at 60 frames per second. That's cool. And HD 1080. There's a share button so you can share to Facebook, Flickr, YouTube. I've even got my Bark at Obscure Mics thing in there. I don't even know why I did that. Safe mode, not a clue what that is. Weird. Microphone gain for when you do have a mic plugged in. You have touchscreen here. And yeah, you can adjust your microphone gain based on what you have plugged in. Sounds in LED, on or off. LCD brightness, low, normal, high, automatic. LCD glare shield, filters on, filters off. Digital image stabilization, had that on. Face detection brackets, video output, or language, format the card, about, reset settings. Whole 9 yards. And then you got a little speaker here to listen back to your videos. And like I said, HD, we got video mode. We got like a little wand here to go into effects, high saturation, 70s film, black and white. But that's basically it. All right, so I'm going to start this video outside with the waterfall of death. And this is the Kodak Play Touch camera. I'm holding it out pretty far on my tripod selfie stick thing because it is zoomed in quite a bit. I will get us into the studio and we'll check that out and just see what the picture looks like there. And also there's the microphone input on top. We'll see how that works as well, but this is the picture right now, 1080p, pretty cool. All right, so if I was in the studio, which I am, this is what the studio looks like. I'll go ahead and turn on my typical studio lighting. This is my typical studio lighting. So this is what it looks like if I'm shooting a video with this Kodak camera, 1080p. Here's what you can expect to get out of a dimly lit office environment. I feel it's cropped in so tight that I gotta extend my arm all the way out to try to get this big thing into that little thing. That's what she said. And one of the coolest things about this camera is that it has a mic jack on top, so I am able to use my little wireless microphone set here, the Fifine M9, I believe it is. So I've got this plugged in with a TRS to TRS cable, so 2 lines on each side. Typical cable, not the phone style TRRS, but the TRS. And this is what that sounds like, and this is what the picture looks like on the Kodak PlayTouch camera. Is it good enough for YouTube? Is it good enough for vlogging? We'll find out. We'll find out when I give you my magical opinion. Can you use a condenser microphone with the microphone jack? Electric condenser, not a full-fledged condenser. I've got the gain all the way up, and I'm using a small diaphragm cheapo condenser that I modified. This is what it sounds like plugged straight into the microphone jack. Could do some podcasts with this. Now I've got a dynamic microphone plugged into it. How's the dynamic microphone on full gain? Too loud? Not too loud? I'll check and I'll come back. But this is a dynamic microphone plugged directly into the mic jack of the Kodak PlayTouch, whatever the hell this camera is that I announced at the beginning of the video, which I haven't filmed yet. Meow. 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 We got macro. So get in on the kitty with the macro. There we go. Macro. If I turn that off, yeah, we'll see. Let's do some testing in the studio with the macro. Let's get real close on something. So here's what that looks like non-macro. Turn on macro, and it clears up quite a bit. That'd be pretty good for some close-up unboxing videos, actually. Nice. Real nice. Get some print on the keyboard. Macro off. A little blurry. Okay, so I wanted to add some sharpening to this shot just to see what it would look like if I just sharpened that image up just a little bit. So let's do that real quick. All right, definitely better. Just sharpened it up a good bit. Not a huge difference, but definitely more crisp and just overall better. Looks a little more high def to me. Here's what high saturation looks like. High saturation. Here's what 70s film style gets you. 70s film style. Here's what black and white gets you. Even though my truck is white, so, you know. And finally, sepia, sepia, subpoena, my peenie, my what? Sepia, suckpia, what? That's that. Nighttime recording. Dun, 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 dun. It's what they call the sidewalk market. Red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light. Meow, cat. Meow. Hello. How the heck are you? Oh, yeah. Hi. Hi. Oh. Come here, Brownie. Come on. You big turd. Just let me love you. Brownie. Brownie. That will conclude the tests. Overall, I think it is a very fun device. Just something to play around with. Maybe you give to your kids, get it a new battery. You know, it's just fun. Stuff like this is fun. That's why it's on Obscure Tech, because I like to have fun with stuff that has been forgotten about, that you can get for like 12 or 20 bucks on eBay or Mercari or whatever. and throw this in your pocket and just whip it out. That's what she said. And have a good time with it. Also what she said. And then review the footage and see what kind of greatness you got. Also what she said. All right. That's it. The Kodak Zi10 is out of here. Blast from the past. Bark's out of here. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.